Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.
Hi, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for the segment, Maria Hurst. I am so happy to be joined by my friend Carla Camarillo today. We're going to talk about really important things that you need to plan for. She runs a document preparation service registered with the state of Nevada called Estate Protection Services. Welcome.
Thank you.
So these are things that we should plan for, and as we're talking,
and we try to stall.
Hey, because that's what you say. You know, I'll do that next week, or I'll do that next week. But these are important things. I mean, these are things
very important
that we need to. So,
very important, and things that really we shouldn't put off until we're retired.
Right.
We should be doing this as soon as you buy your first home, or you get married, or you have a baby. This is what needs to be done.
All right. So tell me about some of the documents that you can assist. And we're in Pahrump right now. You're watching KPVM 46. She comes to Pahrump. So,
right.
And you can go to someone's home for an appointment.
That's right.
So you're mobile. So especially so if you have waited until you're a senior and you don't get out and you still need the service, then you can call Carla and she'll take care of you. So tell me about some of the documents.
Sure. The first and the most important, I think, is the Family Living Trust. And the reason for that is because it takes the place of a will, basically. We still do a package with the will and the medical power of attorney, financial power of attorney, and the trust. But the trust is the primary document, and what it does is it allows you to bypass probate.
Yes.
Do you know what probate is?
I do. I have a friend who was trying to buy a house, and the gentleman passed away, and all his stuff went into probate, and so he almost. It ended up. I mean, it was a very long process, like 2 years, but I mean, it's a long process. I mean, it basically isn't. I don't know if I'm saying this accurately, but isn't it where like all of your belongings have to go through the court system now to be allocated to your family?
Right.
Okay.
So what happens when you have a will or you don't have a will, either way, depending on the value of what you own, which doesn't have to be a lot. If it's over, say, $20,000 to $50,000 total, including your house, your bank accounts, everything you have, and if you pass away, the only one that has the authority to sign, say, the title to your home, your car, is the judge, the probate judge, right? Because if you passed away, who's going to sign the deed? So that's probate, is having to take everything through the court process. You have to hire an attorney. You have to pay attorney fees, high attorney fees,
right,
to be able to get all this stuff distributed to the right people. And during that process, they publicize probate in the newspaper, so all the creditors can come forward, whether they're legitimate or not, so they can put a claim on your estate. How about that?
And how much money is used up going through this process? So if there is, you know, a small amount that maybe could have paid for funeral expenses,
the cost can be anywhere from 5 to 10% of the total value of your estate. Why not completely avoid that problem and have a living trust? A living trust, you can put down anything you want, who you want to give things to. You can appoint someone to be your trustee. Okay. And that person will be in charge of distributing what you have. And it doesn't have to go through the courts. You don't have to go hire an attorney.
Because the trust lives on.
Exactly. The trust can't die, right?
Okay.
Another very important factor in getting a trust package is that you have the medical and financial power of attorney. That is so important. Anyone over 18, if they're sick or incapacitated, your parents, your spouse, your children cannot make medical or financial decisions for you without this document. They need to have in writing what their wishes are in regards to life support, operations. Right. If you're mentally incapacitated, who's going to pay your bills for you and handle all your finances? This all has to be in writing.
Because a lot of times even You know, even still, I'll call to make arrangements to pay a bill, you know, even if it's for my mother or my daughter. If they don't get on the phone and they don't give permission for that,
Right.
You're not getting it done.
Right, and what if they're sick or incapacitated in bed?
Right.
How are you going to make that phone call? Instead, if you have a power of attorney, you just fax it to them, and they'll talk to you right away.
Yeah, I mean, it is a problem. Like even my mom was in the hospital a couple of years ago, and it was a problem. I mean, you have to conference her in the hospital, you know, hello, you know, and she just got out of surgery or something.
Right.
And you're like, can you please tell this person it's okay to talk to me? And it was a
Right.
problem. It was only one time, but that one time was, I mean, that's something that could have taken 10 minutes.
Right.
Takes a couple of hours to take care of.
And this is so simple. All you have to do is call us, set up an appointment. I'll come out to see you. Take some simple information. Who do you want in charge of that? Who do you want in charge of that? So on and so forth.
Right, and get all the documents for you.
Guess what the best part of the whole thing is? The price. Because if you have to go through probate, you're going to lose 5 to 10% of everything you have, right? But if you do a trust ahead of time before you pass away or get sick or become incapacitated, we charge $650 total.
For all the documents?
For everything.
Okay.
And if you mention the show, we'll give you a $100 discount.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't even know she was going to do that. I didn't even know she was going to do that. So, mention Community Viewpoint. That is great. Wow, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
That's great.
You're welcome. I want to make sure everyone's protected and that you have your documents all in order. And that way you don't have to worry about what kind of mess you could leave for your family, and or if you're sick, you know.
Right, because I mean, it could be just a temporary incapacitation, you know.
Right.
It could be, you know, you're having a surgery, you know,
Yeah.
you got things you got to take care of, and these bills and things are time sensitive. You can't just say, well, you know what, can I just pay that mortgage when I'm all better? Because
or have you tried telling the courts, hey, I can't wait until that court date because I'm going to be evicted.
Right, right. Yeah, just hold off until I'm better because I can't talk to you right now. So you can avoid all of that.
Right.
I think it looks cute. We're getting a message off camera from our helper Avnir over here. So you come to Pahrump, and all of this can be handled. How long does some of the whole process take to get all the documents?
I make the first appointment with you 1 week. The following week, I will deliver it, the whole package to you.
Okay.
And have the notary come with me and notarize it.
Okay, and then the person, do these have to be filed, like when they file like when you buy a house and you have to file the deed, so do they take the packet then and file it?
We do the filing of the deed to the house. We do that for you.
Okay.
The trust itself does not get filed. It's just a private document.
Oh,
we make
okay.
copies so that you can give them to your family members. So if you
Okay.
lose the one, you've got some other copies.
Okay. Do you recommend people getting like a deposit box, safety deposit box, or is that hard because you have to have you have to have that document to get in it?
Unfortunately, the banks do not allow you usually to put the name of the trust on the safety deposit box.
Oh, okay.
So you have to put somebody's actual name on there as
Okay.
a signer to get into the box.
So better to have just a bunch of like certified copies with
Exactly.
all your family members.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. All right. Or even like a file at home that is like a fire safe or something. Yeah.
You can do that
Like a
also.
waterproof, fireproof
You can do that. I
something.
always recommend that my clients purchase an extra copy to give to their trustees, to the people that
Okay.
they're going to trust to distribute everything they have.
Okay.
That way they already have one in hand.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have
welcome.
one more question, just
Sure.
because we're in a digital age. And a lot of times when I'm taking a document or a video file or something, I'll just put it on a flash drive. Are these documents able to be loaded
Yes.
and valid on that?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
actually will ask you, okay, do you want a flash drive or a paper copy?
Okay, so because that might be something that might be easier for somebody to keep track of if they're a digital person. You know, they can load it.
If they're a digital
load it on
person,
there.
yes. It depends on the person.
Right. I know,
Right.
like sometimes you'll talk to somebody. I reference my mom again, but she's a very paper person. You know, you tell her I'll have something that I want to show her that I wrote or something, and she'll be like, "Well, did you print it out?" I'll be like, "No, it's on the computer. Just read it on there." You know, because I don't need to print it out. Some things, but so for people that might want that, so that's good that that's available that way.
Absolutely, yes.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's so easy to do this. You only do it once in your lifetime. If you have to make changes, it's basically just a small fee to do an amendment. You don't have to change your trust and redo it every time you open a new bank account or you get a new home. You don't have to start all over.
Okay, so just an amendment, like you buy a new property, you just amend it to list those new things.
Or a new title to the house, we retitle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really, really simple. It's just people don't know, no one has ever told them, that a will has to go through probate
Yeah,
for it to work.
It's amazing that there's a lot of steps that we don't know about, and even some I'm learning about tonight that I didn't know about. So thank you so much, because I think this is a valuable service, and she'll come right to your door. How about that?
Yeah.
So, and then I get to see her more. She comes out here, then I get to have lunch with her. So call her every week so we can have lunch every week.
That's right.
Thank you so much. How much time do we have left? Okay, 1 minute. There is your phone number. The website is estateprotectionservices.com. There it is right there. If you missed any part of the program or the programs in the past, you can go to our Facebook page, Facebook/Community Viewpoint, or you can go to our kpvm.tv or our YouTube channel, and you can watch any of these shows again and see us anytime you want.
Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.